I don't know. But look at her, y'all. Like, look at her. Something is going on with her. Like, look, she don't look right, y'all. She don't look right.
I don't want to embarrass this young lady, but she has more Grammys than everyone and never won Album of the Year. So even by your own metrics, that doesn't work.
The major documentaries come out, right? After they are done with Diddy, Jay-Z is up next to be exposed, right?
Diddy is done hiding in the shadows. The streets have been whispering about a comeback from the music mogul, one that's gonna leave a bad taste in the mouth of his enemies, namely Jay-Z. With a long list of allegations against him, Diddy had to bid farewell to the career and reputation he had spent half his life working for. And along with that, his friends as well. Of course, with Diddy being public enemy number one, anyone siding with him would have essentially been signing the end of their career as well. Keeping that in mind, Jay-Z decided to cut ties with his longtime friend. However, Diddy isn't one to sit back and watch everyone turn their backs on him. He's now planning to out everyone's secrets and is making sure that if he goes down, so do the rest of his friends. Unfortunately, Jay-Z happens to be number one on Diddy's list. And get this, not only is Jay-Z scared, but Beyonce might be too. Of course, if Jay-Z being in the spotlight would ultimately raise questions about Queen Bee, so word on the street is that Beyonce is looking for an exit. Yep, you heard that right. Beyonce might or might not be getting a divorce from Jay-Z. Just what did Diddy do? Will Beyonce actually get a divorce? Will Jay-Z take care of Diddy? Welcome back to Celebrity Buzz, where we will talk about how Diddy bashed Jay-Z for backstabbing him. But before we give you guys tea, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos.
The first time I ever saw Jay-Z or even heard him spit a rhyme was at an MC battle, street battle in New York.
The BFF Breakup Award for the year definitely goes to Diddy and Jay-Z. The pair have been tight since the start. Taking on the world of hip-hop with each other by their sides, the duo had the rest of the industry seething in jealousy. However, those were the old days. These days, the two best buds are at arms, and it's a shocker, to say the least. After all, Diddy didn't just have Jay-Z's picture up on his website, but he was one of the two people on this planet allowed to call him by his real name. Mind you, Diddy revealed that the only other person who shares that privilege is his mom. Of course, after years of staying by each other's side, the two have a lot in common. In fact, a little too much for our preference. Ever since Diddy's crimes have come to light, some industry sources have been hinting at a similar narrative when it comes to Jay-Z.
But he didn't show up as Jay-Z. He didn't show up as the hottest rapper on the street. He showed up as the nigga that was with Big L.
Leading the pack of whistleblowers is Jaguar Wright, who's asking Jay-Z and Beyonce fans to open their eyes to the truth. By pointing out how Jay-Z only rose to fame after Big L died, Jaguar seems to imply that the rapper's career is built on a long stack of bodies, just like Diddy.
Big L was who put Jay-Z on.
Without question.
And then Big L died, and then the next thing you know, Jay-Z.
Jaguar's words have stirred up a storm with fans saying all sorts of things. In fact, a few folks think that the reason Diddy and Jay-Z got along so well was because they were cut from the same cloth.
He starts clienteling with Tupac and clienteling with Biggie and doing songs with Biggie.
With curiosity getting the best of them, fans decided to dig into Jay-Z's past, only to raise some concerning questions, starting from his relationship with Queen Bee. Now word on the street is that Beyonce was 16 when she came across 28-year-old Jay-Z. However, Beyonce has always sold the story that she was 18 when she met Jay-Z and that they didn't start dating until she turned 19. Unfortunately, there have been inconsistencies in the pair's stories that fans have caught on to. Back in 2007, in an interview with Charlie Rose, Jay-Z was asked when he met Beyonce. And when he said 10 years, he sure creeped out a lot of fans. Not to mention, back in the day, there were rumors going around about Jay-Z cheating on Beyonce. Jay-Z later came clean about the infidelity. And if this wasn't enough, Jay-Z had the gals to go on national television and embarrass Beyonce.
For us, we chose to fight for our love, for our family, to give our kids a different outcome. You just have to be strong enough. You have to be strong enough to go through that, because on the other side is beautiful.
He called Beyonce strong for how she dealt with the entire situation. Meanwhile, when the interviewer asked if he would have been as forgiving had the roles been reversed, Jay-Z said, "I hope."
her strength and her, you know, man, she's the strongest woman I know.
Now, fans have a theory of their own to explain the duo's relationship, and it ain't pretty. According to them, Beyonce has never been the same ever since that cheating scandal, and it's because of Jay-Z. She doesn't seem like the type who would forgive someone for creating. And so, fans think that Jay-Z has been feeding Beyonce substances to keep her under his control, which rings a bell, doesn't it? Diddy was accused of doing similar things to Cassie. With that said, fans are dead sure about the skeletons in Jay-Z's closet. He's just as guilty as Diddy in their eyes, but the only reason he's still attending award shows, while his BFF sulks at home, is because luck favored Jay-Z. However, no one likes being dumped, and with Jay-Z making sure to cut all ties with Diddy, you can bet good money on the record executive devising a scheme to get back at him. I mean, Jay-Z canceled his pre-Grammy party only to avoid any interaction with Diddy. Bearing that in mind, you can expect that Diddy is fuming right now. And word on the street is that he won't go down alone. He's planning to take down Jay-Z along with him, numbering his days in the show business. However, not everyone is convinced that Jay-Z's future in the industry is on shaky grounds. Some fans think he'll come out of the storm unscathed. One fan commented, "If Jay's as bad as everyone who's talking says, it's unlikely Beyonce will get her divorce." Right now, marital privilege prevents the court from making her testify against her husband. But if they're divorced, that layer of protection goes away for Jay-Z. If she doesn't have a believable case for plausible deniability for whatever Jay-Z has done since they've been together, she could potentially be charged as an accessory. The potential that she could testify against him is too big of a risk for Jay-Z. So my guess is it's going to be one of three options. 1. Till death do us part. 2. She leaves and he removes himself from the board. Or 3. She testifies in order to leave him. He doesn't do jail time. I don't see this man losing his queen, his kingdom, his fame, and freedom all in one go and surviving it. I just don't. For a man like him, ego death is death. I think he would choose to remove himself somehow, rather than go through that. However, others think it's curtains for Jay-Z. Another fan commented, "I called it. I said after the Renaissance tour is done, I think it will be Jay's time to have the elusive mud stick to him. No matter how popular they are as a couple, I think the nefarious ways must come to light. Nobody, regardless of how much money and power they hold, nobody should get away with being held to account. I don't think it will be P. Diddy snitching. I think people will become emboldened to talk about Jay's dirty deeds." And that's all for today. What do you think of the entire situation? Will Diddy out Jay-Z? Will Beyonce be leaving Jay-Z? Is this really the end of the road for the two best buds? Let us know what you think in the comment section below, and make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos. We will see you guys in the next video with more updates from the celebrity world.